Hi everyone, this is Pamela. Today I will be talking about file input and output. In this video, I will talk about how to create a text file and add inputs to the file, how to append into it with try-catch statement for IO exception. Here I have simplified version of file IO for my project. First, there are all the packages I needed in order to run my program. In my main class, I have addition here that says throws IO exception. What this means is that whenever there's IO related problems, program will not crash. Here I create a new file called empty file and name it emptyfile.txt. In the next block, I have newly created scanner s, which is a class that gets my input of empty file. This s dot has next line is checking if my file has another line. Since this is the first command after the file is created, it's basically checking if the file contains any data. If it does, it will return by this s dot next line. And if it doesn't have anything or next line, it will return this message. File does not contain anything. A note here is that whenever a scanner class is used, it needs to be closed. This line s.close will close the scanner s. All of this is in try-catch statement. So if there is an exception or error to these conditions in the try block, an exception is thrown that catches the mistakes and prints out my custom message file does not exist. And here's another demo with a file called myFile. This file already contains some information in the file here. I have Coco Jones, that is a bird and 1-year-old. I have similar setup here that catches the exceptions. And file writer is a class that enables user to write things to file. If there is no such file, it will create a new one. And if there's already a file with this name, the data in the file will be erased. Since I already have lines in my file and don't want it to get erased, I put true in the parameter that will append new data to the existing data in the file. Then I create a print writer for my f writer, which will enable me to use println and other print methods so I can write to the file. Here I have a list of animals I want to append to the file with first name, last name, animal type, and age. This for loop will print each of these lines separately into my file. Then I close the print writer. This will automatically close the file writer too. And if you ever wonder where my file is saved, I can use a method get absolute path to find out. Now if I run this, I have a message emptyfile.txt does not exist since I have not created this file. It's not in my file folder. And myfile.txt initially had one set of entry. And now it is appended with all the animal info in the animal list. And it is located in this directory. This concludes my video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment.